partner here. And we're so excited to have her. She's also known as Life's a Beach Nails on Instagram. And she's one of my favorite nail Instagram accounts to follow. She like owns Instagram when it comes to Color Street. The girl knows what's up. So I'm super excited to hear from you about how to rock your nail Instagram account, especially because I feel like there's not enough Color Street stylists on Instagram. So I think this is a great place to be right now. And I know that I recently combined, I was trying to do a personal account and a nail account and another account, and I ended up just combining them all into one personal account. So I no longer do my nail account. I just do it on my personal account. So there's not like one wrong or right way to rock Instagram, but I can't wait to pick your brain. So welcome, Shannon.
Hello.
Will you share a little bit about your Color Street journey before we jump in?
Sure. So I actually enrolled in June of 2017, and I did it after I was having a nail bar actually with a girl that I just found on Instagram. Instagram has led me to Color Street, and so I just really liked it. I had experience with nail strips before, so I'm like, okay, I got to try this. Had a party with this girl. Before the party was even done, I enrolled. I was like, yep, I'm doing this. I need to enroll. And then it just kind of took off because I really, really liked doing it. And I believe that my friends saw that, hey, she really likes it. She's doing it. I trust her, so I'm going to try it too. So it just kind of took off. I started enrolling. I created my Instagram that I started just only putting like my own nail fees in. I hit senior director just last month in April, so that was like really, really exciting.
Exciting.
Yeah, it's been good, and just being able to work from home, especially in this situation, has been an absolute like just a gem. It's been so good for me.
Yeah, it's such a blessing that you
Yeah.
I love it. Well, congratulations on your rank advancement. That's
Thank
exciting.
you.
So if you go to Instagram and you go to Life's a Beach _nails, you can see her dreamy feed, which Instagram's a little bit about. It's a little bit about having a pretty feed. It's not necessary, like you don't have to do that, but it helps. So one thing I love I feel like you get good numbers on you have a good following. She has like over 5,800 followers.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And that was, when did you start it? Did you start
I started it shortly after I enrolled, so like in 2007, but I didn't start only posting my own original content until probably like really heavy in the last year, and that's kind of like when it took off because I'm posting just like my original stuff.
Right. You're making it your own, which is what I love about it. And maybe I'm obsessed with it because I'm a California girl and I love the beach and stuff, but it's just, you have like a very distinct brand because it's about, it has those like beachy vibes, which I think is super important. So tell us just a little bit about, I'm curious, like how it has helped your Color Street business. Like, do you get a lot of sales from Instagram?
No. That's why people get turned away from Instagram. So my Instagram, I get a lot of people like, is Instagram helping you with sales? And I'm like, not so much, but better. It's getting me stylists. It's getting me a downline. It's getting me a team. And I always tell them that is so much more beneficial than just getting the occasional customer.
Yes, totally. That's me for me. I don't get a ton of sales from it, but people find me from Instagram. They're searching hashtags. It's like Google. They could search a hashtag and be like, oh, this girl looks fun. I like her. I like her beachy feed, and because people stalk,
Yep, I did. I used to.
right? They're going to stalk your Instagram feed or your Facebook wall or whatever, but it's really fun. The other thing I love about the way that you're doing it is that, so I always tell my team, like, make social media be a reality show sprinkled with commercials. But when you go on Instagram and you make a specific nail account, you can be an infomercial. Like, because people followed you for that specific purpose. So you can make it all about the nails, all about Color Street. And so it's, you don't feel, I think a lot of new stylists, especially, but a lot of stylists are like, I don't want to be annoying. I don't want to be spammy. But if people followed you for the nails, then that's what they want.
Want that. Yeah, exactly.
So you can share those things like on a regular basis. So how often do you post, Shannon?
Um, I it depends. So my process of doing it, it's always kind of off of my Facebook. So like everything sales important like details go on my Facebook VIP, and then I almost just kind of copy and paste onto Instagram, and I just keep up with that. So sometimes it's daily, sometimes it's every other day. I
Mhm.
try to always have something in my story just to keep the entertainment and interaction level there. But I try to do at least every day, every other day. Sometimes it's multiple times a day. um I don't think too much about it with Instagram versus my like Facebook VIP. I just make it pretty. Like I like to call it, it's my portfolio. So I just want to keep it always up to date, pretty, going with my theme, and just as long as it's up to date, I'm not worried about, oh, I have to post at this time right now on this day. I keep it updated and pretty.
Yes, it's your polished portfolio. I love
Yeah.
that. And I love that you're not like making, I think sometimes we make these rules for ourselves. And if we can't do them perfectly, we're not going to do them at all. But like the rules that we create, like, oh, well, I have to post every day and it has to be pretty and perfect and have good lighting and all this stuff. And it's like, no, 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 no. Done is better than perfect.
Yeah.
Just, get it up there. And it doesn't have to be every day. It can be every other day. And it can be the same stuff you're posting in your VIP group.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that you kind of make it like an open VIP group. Obviously, you can't share public offers and
Right.
sales and things, right? But
Mm-hmm.
you can share those like nail fee of the days that you're, the same stuff you're sharing in your VIP group. So it's two birds with one stone. I kind of do it similar to you, but in the opposite way. I post on Instagram first, and then I copy and paste it and post it to Facebook. And I've heard that it's better to whatever way you do it, but if you do it with Instagram, I've heard don't just have Instagram post it to Facebook. You need to post it like organically to
Yeah, which
Facebook.
I do that. Yeah, I'm all about that.
Yes.
Yep.
So whatever way you do it, start with Facebook, start with Instagram. I would start with the one that you're not as inclined to post to. So
Yeah.
that you remember, like start with the hard one first.
Yeah.
And then like I always say, do the worst first. I say that to my kids, do the worst first. So do the one that you're not on as much first, and then go there. So do you have any like specific tips for us regarding how to rock your Instagram?
It's all about hashtags with Instagram, 100%. And I say that and I believe in that because that's how I go about Instagram with Color Street anyway. Like I search the hashtags, I make sure that I'm hashtagging anything that I think someone would search that I would pop up, my picture, profile, whatever would pop up, and then it would lead them to me. So hashtags, for me, it's about sticking with the theme. So when you look at my profile, you see that beach theme very clearly. It looks a certain way, and you're sticking with it. And for me, only trying to only post my own original stuff rather than what everyone else is posting. So like it's easy to follow someone that's posting my posts, but people want to get it straight from the source sometimes. So like
Yeah.
having that original content and just sticking true to like your own stuff in your portfolio. That's what I think is huge with hashtags.
Yes. So how do you, for those for people that are like, I don't even know where to start with hashtags. What do you recommend they use for hashtags? Like, where is there a resource you look to, or do you just type in words that you're like, if I were searching for a Color Street stylist to join their team, I would type this.
So I have like a system. There's certain ones that I do no matter what, always, which is I tag Color Street's page, so the at symbol, tag it, and then I do B
In your
Color
picture
Street
or in your caption?
in the caption. I
Okay.
do tag them in the picture, but then in the caption I do like it's like a paragraph of hashtags. And it's like B Color Street, Color Street, Color Street Nails, Color Street Stylist. For me, Florida Color Street Stylist. And
Right.
then depending on what I'm wearing or whatever's in the picture, I'll do the name of the set. And then sometimes I'll do like right now I have black tie optional on. I would do Color
Looks so
Street
good.
black tie optional. And then I would leave out Color Street and just do hashtag black tie optional. So like all the options that someone might come across,
Yes.
I want to be in there. So I do it. I just beach nails, anything that pertains to the type of picture I'm posting.
Right. And I've heard that it's super important that it is relevant to the picture.
Yeah.
So you don't want to put like random, stuff, but like make it relevant to the picture. So I love that. I love those ideas because again, you want to like think like you pre-Color Street,
Yeah.
before Color Street. What would you have searched for? What would you have, like sometimes I'll even put hashtag Color Street rep because not everybody knows that stylist is like our official title, right?
Good one.
You have to think of like different, different, just the way that you thought before Color Street.
Yeah.
People don't know the term nail bar, and every like company has, and every industry has like kind of specific names, but our customers don't know those. So anyway,
Yeah.
someone just asked, are hashtags on as important on Facebook as they are on Instagram?
I don't use them on Facebook at all.
Either.
Ever. I don't think they are because I don't think people are searching hashtags on Facebook the way Instagram kind of like intends that and does that. So I don't use them at all on Facebook.
Yeah. Do you ever add locations?
On Instagram, yes, I do. I actually found a stylist that way. I always do. I'm in Port St. Lucie, Florida, so it's like South Florida, Treasure Coast. It's like an area that it's gonna come up kind of like hashtags. So like if they're searching that location on Instagram, my nail pictures are gonna come up in that location tag, I guess. I don't know the correct wording, but
You're right. It's a
someone
tag.
found me that way and they were like, okay, well, you're local, so I chose
Right.
you.
Yes, totally. That's so adding the location, and you can do, what about stories? Let's talk about stories because you can also add the location in stories and you can add hashtags in stories on Instagram. And I mean, on Facebook, I don't think that's important, but on Instagram, you can be discovered and found from potential customers or future stylists by adding those things. So how often do you do stories?
I try to do them every day. Some days are like way filled with stories, like crazy amounts. Like no matter what I'm doing or if it's all nails, I try to like keep it entertaining in my story.
Yeah.
But I forget to do the location and hashtags sometimes in the story. So that is important because people do find you that way as well as the pictures. But yeah, that's definitely add your location, add the hashtag. And now we've got the Color Street gifts, which is fun. So you can really make them extra fun with those.
Yes, that's so fun. And I think stories are really important. I mean, many of you are already using stories on Facebook, but it's so great to use them on Instagram because it's a great way for people to get to know you better and like connect with you and see your real life and your behind the scenes versus just a picture post. You know what I mean? When they hear your voice, they hear your tone, they see your family, your messy house, your whatever, they connect with you in that way. So I love stories so much.
Yeah, that's actually good. I recently started kind of sharing more of, I have a 9-month-old daughter. So I've been like, if I have a really cute picture or video of her, I've been sharing that, like out on the beach and stuff. And I've been getting interaction from that. Like, I feel like people are now relating more, seeing I'm not just a nail fee, I'm a person. I have this and these people in my life, so they can relate more. And I feel like that will make them connect more, whether they want to be a customer of yours or enroll with you. So that
Yeah.
helps.
Because you've got to find connection points besides nails. Because if they haven't ever tried Color Street and that's literally all you're posting about, they're going to be like, we don't have anything in common. But if they see, oh, she has a little girl, we have that, you know, I have one too, or she's into whatever hobby, or, you know, then you can find more connection points. So it's good to like share about other things too. So do you post about like the business very much in actual posts?
I do it in a playful kind of way. I am very against the whole join my team phrase. I don't like saying join my team. So
Mhm.
I share the opportunity by sharing like perks that I've received from being a stylist. So like the different jewelry they've sent you and like exclusive sets and the fun stuff that you get. I'll photograph it and or I'll put it in a story, like an exciting video, like, oh look what I just got from achieving my goals or whatever it be. And I do it that way. I'm never like join my team. You want to. I just share like why you want to come to me about joining because it's so fun. Look what I've got out of it. So
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. You're just sharing like how it has benefited your life. I love it. And I think it's super important to show your face occasionally, which you've done here. Like, here's a picture of your face there. I think it's good, you know, to like, if all you guys nails, and here's one of your daughter.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys can see she's got some like personal stuff on there too, and showing her face every once in a while is a great way for people to be like, oh, there's a human being behind this account, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
So I think that really helps too. What else? What have been like some of your most popular posts? Have you noticed a pattern in um, your most popular
It's
posts?
crazy because some posts that I put up, I think, oh, this probably won't get that much, and it's some of like the highest likes that I have. But then there's some that I think, oh, this is going to be great. It's a really great picture. I love the combo I did, and then it's like, like nobody liked it. I think it just depends on who it hits. I've got a little bit of all styles kind of liking different things on my page.
Yeah.
But I definitely think people are liking putting a face to the Instagram now. I'm trying to do that a lot more. So that's definitely helpful too.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, I think like that's the story of my life with Instagram. I'm like, this post is gonna be amazing. And then it bombs. And then I'll just like slap one up and then I like come back and it's has like lots of likes. So
Yeah.
you never know. That's why don't like, you know, I want to encourage everyone, don't just be like, well, it's not perfect, so I'm not gonna post it or whatever. You never know. Some things that are just simple are gonna blow up, and some things that you
Yeah.
know, maybe you think are amazing, might not. And that's okay. That's the roller coaster of entrepreneurship and Instagram.
Right. It's not all about likes. People are seeing your stuff. Not everybody double taps always, but they're seeing your stuff
True.
if you're consistent.
Yeah,
So
I'm so glad you mentioned that because, you know, people, I think it's easy to be like, well, no one liked it, so it sucked or whatever. But people are lazy. We don't double tap. We just scroll. We scroll, right?
yep.
So they're seeing your stuff. Like I've had people stop me in the grocery store and be like, oh my gosh, I love that post you did about blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I did not even know you were following me,
Yeah.
you know? So, anyway, so you just never know who's watching. You never know who's searching for a stylist. And I love that, you know, here's something that I think you do that keeps it simple is Shannon, she'll post the same nail fee, the same nail, you know, same set of nails, but in a variety of ways. So it doesn't mean that to create your own content doesn't mean you have to be changing your nails all the time. She'll post like the same picture of her nails, but with a different background or holding samples. Like, so this is another idea of how you can post is like just holding samples. I think that's a great idea. So you'll see, or she'll just show like a different angle of the same nail set. So it's genius how she does it. And so I just really wanted to like make sure you all knew that you don't have to keep doing your nails a billion times. You literally can take a picture, a variety of pictures of the same nails, and she even posts them in a row. It's not like you have to spread them out there. They'll be right in a row. In fact, do you kind of do that intentionally where you do like a row of 3?
Not a row of 3. That's actually not intentional, but I do try to keep the same manicure. Like I have, like, so I do my nails. I take a bunch of pictures, like you said, different backgrounds, holding things. I stock up on my content, and then I go from there as far as how I want to post them, when I want to post them. But I do try to keep it to where, like, okay, I have this set on. I'm going to post all those pictures of that set before I move on to, like, let's say I already changed them, but I'm not done posting pictures of this one. I
Yeah.
make sure I finish out all the pictures of that set before I post the set I did after that. Because I'm like, oh, I am always changing them,
Mhm.
but I have a ton of pictures of them. So, like, I'm changing them as far as adding a toozy to it, and it changes the whole manicure. So, you don't
Right.
have to, like, hardcore think and do an entire manicure. Just add something, and then you got a whole new manicure and new content to post. So,
Yes, yes. And somebody asked, is your account public or private? I'm glad they asked that because I think this is important.
it's public.
It's public, y'all. You need to make it public because if someone is searching for Color Street Stylist and you're private, they can't see your feed. They can't stalk you and say, do I want to join her, on this journey? And so I think it's really important to make your nail Instagram feed public. As people are commenting and saying, I found your Instagram account from hashtags.
Yes.
Searching hashtags. So it's really important to use hashtags. And you can only use, just so you guys know, you can only use up to 30 hashtags. So, and you don't have to post them in the caption. You can post them in the comment. That's what I like to do is I'll do the post and then I sit down and type out the hashtags after. Mm-hmm. And you can also share your post into your story. Well, do you have that option? Some accounts have that option and some don't.
You can. I rarely use that feature usually. Like I have the highlights across the top of my Instagram profile, and to get those on there, I just create the story and upload the picture on my story. I don't share the post, which maybe that's something I should look into. You're the expert. What do you think?
I just want people the algorithm's so crazy. I want them to see my posts because they take a lot of time. So sometimes I'll share it to my story, or sometimes I'll cover it and say new post. I'll cover it with like a GIF that says new post so they can't see it.
Yeah.
You could cover it with words that say new nails, like check it out. You just want to get people like looking at your posts, looking at your stories. So anything you can do to do that is a good idea. Someone said something. Someone said, do you have more of a presence on Instagram or Facebook, or do you commit equal to both?
Well, I commit equal to both in different ways. So like my Instagram, I'm committing to like only my content, only my brand, only my stuff. And I have a lot of following. It's a lot of stylists, more stylists probably than customers, but it's gotten me stylists. And then my Facebook, I commit to every detail of nails, whether it's pictures of other people's nails that I like, customers, other stylists, nail care, nail tips, kind of more in depth of nail stuff. And you can do more things on a private Facebook group than you can on your public Instagram. So it's kind of more open on Facebook, but I do have a big following on there too. Not as big as Instagram though. So
yeah. And I feel like it's almost like, you're going to find new stylists on Instagram and you're going to get customers on Facebook. That's my personal. And somebody said, how do you get the links at the top? This is a great question.
Links at the top of what?
He's talking about your Life's a Beach Nails link.
Oh, I think that's just in my bio. I think you can just add it in your bio, or it asks you website. And then that link goes to a party link I have for myself that I bought my domain name on GoDaddy. So I don't ever have a whole link posted, /party. It's just Life's a Beach Nails because I connected that through GoDaddy, which is no affiliation with Color Street, as you know.
Right. Yeah. that's the same. I have like mine's francypantsnails.com, and it just links to my shopping page. So I always can use that wherever I go. So you can do it how she's done it, or like for me, I have a link tree that when you click on it, if you go to my Instagram at Kelly France, Kelly with an I, you'll see there's several links here, and one of them's like request a sample and or request get free accent nails, shop my nails. So there's different ways, but make sure you do add a link because it's an option there.
Yeah, definitely.
And then let's talk about story highlights and how those help your business.
I kind of think that goes along with the whole portfolio look of it. I like that it's almost like the photo albums that you have on Facebook, but of Instagram. So you have like, the whole profile of Instagram you could scroll through, but then let's say there's key topics at the top, easy to find, like the joining, you can enroll. I have all things about enrolling, but I won't necessarily post about those.
Right there. The stories. So she's got different topics like manicures, customers, my polish, join me, inspire. So you can do different story highlights that are kind of, categories about different topics.
It just makes it fun. Something more that people can interact on your profile with. Like,
yeah,
I think people really like navigating around a profile that they like. So it's beneficial to have.
Totally. Because sometimes they might not see, like mine. So mine is not a dedicated nail account. It's just my personal account that has nails on it. So I have like a story bubble that says DIY nails. And so people can click on that and they can see different nails that I've posted, that my customers have posted. It's just a place for them to like look at all the nails all at once.
Yeah.
So stories are super, super important. Somebody's saying, how do you use those?
You have to turn on, I believe you have to turn the archive setting on Instagram. I haven't done this in so long. And then whenever, I think, and then you put
I think it gives you the option. I think it gives you, and then you can click new.
Okay, yeah. I guess I did it when it was really old.
I don't know. I can't, it's been a while since I think it kind of prompts you to if you don't have any.
Yeah.
But you can always go to your settings. There's a settings right here in this see, if you click on the upper right-hand corner of Instagram, there's a settings option. You can go to settings and always check on, change your privacy or whatever, your account settings, whatever. And you can also add new stories there. So, and you can even change the cover. So yeah, stories are powerful, and so are story highlights.
Yes.
What else? Do you guys have any other questions? We're running out of time for Shannon. Is there anything else you wanted to share that has like really helped your nail business regarding Instagram?
I think just with Instagram, it's all about those hashtags and making sure that you're doing the appropriate ones. You're thinking like someone who's a customer or wants to be a customer or whatever it is. You gotta hashtag everything that you think this photo relates to, because people search those. You click on one in another photo, it's going to lead you to yours somehow. It's just all about that, and make a pretty profile, but still not everyone's version of pretty is different. And I don't mean just like pretty like mine. Make it to your brand, and it's very obvious that you're sticking true to how you want your profile to look. I honestly think original content on your Instagram's the best, rather than only sharing everybody else's nail feeds. You can do that in your Facebook VIP.
Do you have any tips for taking photos? Like, what are some good like photo tips?
So for me, it's either outside or not at all. Like, I cannot get a good picture inside with like a lamp or a light. I don't use a ring light or a light box. I'm always outside or near an open window. Like, I've got a window right here because lighting from a window or the outside is the best.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure that, like, look at your picture, and obviously the focus of our picture is our nails. So if you're holding your hand like this, don't let this be your focus. Make sure that your nails are what's showing and like, or whatever. I just pointed there because I don't know, but like make
No,
sure the focus of what you're trying to photograph is showing clearly in the picture.
the nails.
Yes, and direct sunlight isn't always best. Sometimes direct sunlight is like way too harsh, so you have to like move around and find the best angle.
Totally, totally. Lighting is everything, guys. Lighting is everything. And be careful what you're holding to.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures that I'm like, wait, what is that? Like, you just want to like take a step back, look at it, you know what I mean? If you're holding stuff, just, yeah.
You definitely think about your audience and what they want to see you holding and not holding.
Right, right. In fact, generally, I don't hold anything. Generally,
either.
I don't hold anything. I recommend not holding stuff. But there's so many different ways to do nail fees. Like I said, you can even show the sample, you know, different samples, like she's done here, you know, holding different samples. Like there's lots of inspo, lots of different ways to do it. So if you need any inspiration, check out her account. And, but I guess my biggest tip for everyone is don't get caught up in perfection. Just start sloppy. I mean, when Shannon started and when I started, we weren't perfect.
Nope.
Like, I'm sure if you scroll all the way, if you scroll down to mine, like my photos, you know, the lighting was bad, like the filter was bad, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. Done is better than perfect. All right. And just have fun with it. You can tell Shannon that you have so much fun with it.
I do. I have a lot of fun.
Yeah. So I think that's super important. If you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. So thanks everyone for watching. And thank you again, Shannon. This was super helpful. I hope it's inspired some of you guys to get on Instagram and make it your own.
Yes.
So thanks everyone. We'll see you.
Thanks for having me.
Bye.